Creative Art. I am Nilima, and in today's tutorial I'm going to make this beautiful red rose sculpture painting to gift my beloved husband this Valentine. So friends, do watch the complete tutorial to see how I made this beautiful sculpture painting of rose and the beautiful frame that we have given it. And friends, please do subscribe to Creative Art and do press the bell icon so you don't miss any updates on a recent art form. To make this beautiful sculpture painting, first of all, we're going to need sculpture paste. And for that, I'm going to use two different colors of sculpture paste from Little Birdie. The first is seaweed, that is green, and the second one is a red velvet, that is red. For palette knives, I'm going to use Brusto 3012 number palette knife. It is very much similar to Mount Martha number 10 palette knife. This is the most common size that I use for my sculpture paintings. So you can either buy one or two because two are more comfortable in using while sculpture painting. Next, for doing the relief work or the cone work, I'm going to use ceramic cones. There are different colors of ceramic cones available. You can make your choice while making the cone, or else you can also take the same paste, make your own cone by mixing this ceramic paste with some acrylic color to get this kind of gray relief. And finally friends, I like to use a little bit of color for my base, and for that I'm going to use acrylic colors black, red and green, and finish it up with my best varnish. So this is the base on which we are going to do our sculpture painting, and for that we have got two different pieces. The first one is this beautiful MDF cutout piece which I'm going to use as a frame for our painting, and for base we're going to use a oval shaped cutout MDF board. Its thickness is about 5 mm, its size is 26 into 16 centimeter. List of all these materials will be mentioned in the description box below from where you can buy them online. And friends, if you use my code, which is Nilima5, Nilima5, you will get an additional 5% discount on your entire purchase from itsybitsy.in. Now let's start the tutorial friends. So first of all, let's start by priming our base, and for that I'm going to use a black color acrylic paint and a flat hair brush to prime our base. And in the same way, let's color the frame also. Now we will let both the pieces get dry completely and then do the same on the other side. After coloring the base and frame, this is how both of them look. I have let it get dry completely for 24 hours, and now friends, let's start decorating both of them. And first of all, I'm going to start from base, and for this I'm going to use ceramic cones. Ceramic cones do come in different colors, and for this one I'm going to use a black color ceramic cone. Now after doing the ceramic work, I like to smoothen some edges and give the shape to the ceramic using a paintbrush and a little water and paintbrush. So now in the same way I have done designing on this part, I'm also going to complete the top. Now I have finally completed doing the frame part and it is completely dry after 24 hours, and finally this is how beautiful the frame looks. I have also placed the center MDF board on it and this is how it will look. So now friends, let's start our most important step, that is to make a rose using sculpture paste. And for that I'm going to use a red color sculpture paste from Little Birdie. This is how it looks. Take a little bit of sculpture paste in your palette and give it a very nice mix before you start making petals. Here I'm going to use palette knife number 10 from Mount Martha. The similar palette knife number is 3012 from Brewster. So you can use any of them or just both of them for making petals for rose. First, spread out the sculpture paste in this way. Make sure that it is smooth enough to use, and then using your palette knife, start scraping the sculpture paste from one half of your palette knife because we are going to need small petals for this rose. So this is the petal that we are expecting from the left side. Either place it on your palette like this or directly place it on your base. That is your choice. Always make sure that your palette knife is clean before you start scraping for a petal. Now to make a right side petal, I'm going to scrape it from the right side. Okay, in this way. Okay, that's it. So this is how the petal looks from back side. Let me zoom in. Okay, so this is how the petal looks from back side. You can clearly see how many strokes I have done to make this beautiful petal, and then I'll lay it down in this way. So this one is our left petal and this is the right petal. If you're going to make a center one, you can either mix both of them or just cut like this side a little bit more. Give it a little bit wiggle like this so it will curve up in this way, and you can also use the same petal for middle part. So now in the same way I'll be making more and more petals, and then together we'll be placing all of them on our base to make a rose. This is my final petal which I'm going to place right here to complete the rose. So now friends, we will let it rest and get dry slowly. Till that, let's mix up some green color sculpture paste to make the leaves and stem. Now I want to use a ceramic cone to make a few stems. Okay, after placing the thin stems, I'm going to place the really thick one as rose stem. Now using the paintbrush, you can adjust the shape of stem as you want. In case you don't have a ceramic cone, you can simply add in some sculpture paste, make it a little bit thin to use it in a cone. Now to make some leaves, I'm going to use palette knife number 7, which is very much similar to palette knife number 10. You can also use palette knife number 1013. Start scraping the sculpture paste from one side. As soon as you get some excess on the other side, scrape it off and start scraping some more of sculpture paste in this way. Okay, we are going to need small leaves, so I'm going to lay down the side. Cut it into half, just the shape you need. So this is the half part of your leaf. Now from the other side, start scraping more sculpture paste. Cut out the excess and lay down the leaf. Okay, once you have cut the next side also, cut the unwanted part that you don't need. Now lift up the half of this side. Bring it along the other half, and in case you want to place this leaf later, just keep it on your palette in this way, and we can place all the leaves together on our palette. And if you want to place it right now, you can just pick it up and place it on your palette. So in the same way, I'm going to make more leaves. And now I'm going to use palette knife number 3007 and scrape sculpture paste from one side of the palette knife. I'm going to make the smallest bottom leaves of the flower, and I want them to be in the smallest size. Start scraping the sculpture paste from one side of your palette knife in this way. Then scrape out the excess part. Take some more sculpture paste and then place it like this. You can make more than one. You can also use palette knife number 1013. So these many are enough. Now one by one, I'm going to pick up these small leaves and place them under the rose. Let's add in few detailings like the lines I want to put. And now we will let it get dry completely. And now finally, after 24 hours, our sculpture painting is completely dry, and this is how beautiful it looks. I just gave a little bit of touch up using colors. Green for leaves and red for rose, which is making it look so much natural, as if a beautiful rose is placed on this frame. I'm going to keep the frame simple as it is, and finally this is how beautiful it looks. I wish you all try this beautiful sculpture painting to make it for yourself or gift it to your loved ones, as I'm going to do this Valentine's. And friends, do tell me in the comments below, what do you think about this beautiful sculpture painting? And if you do like my tutorials, friends, please do like, share and subscribe my channel. Thank you for watching.